Yo, what's up? It's J2O, man. You already know we out here for another week for this weekly Forex forecast. It's the week of the 24th to the 29th. And, this week starting off with Memorial Day for us U.S. people. So Monday, it's a bank holiday. Therefore, the market's going to be slow. Therefore, if you're trading with USD pairs, don't expect too much movements because the banks push markets. So the banks are closed. Usually the market's not as volatile. So I'm probably not trading Monday. And you have the bank holiday for GBP. And if you click the folders, you can read more details about it. It got a spring bank holiday. So I'm not trading GBP pairs or the USD pairs. And that was a good Tuesday. We got Tuesday in the market. Look at the news, 4 p.m. Okay, got the Canadian dollar, New Zealand dollar, some news events. So be careful trading around those times. And then you got Wednesday. You got, some real movements around like Asian session for the AUD. So pay attention to that. Thursday, we got some yellow folder. We got the red folder USD news. So pay attention to that through New York session. Then you got good old Friday, and then Friday, some news events. So pay attention, mainly during like New York session for the GDP, M&M. Okay, and also you got the Fed chair, Power speaks. Okay, so Friday should be some interesting movements in the market. And you can also go to investing.com and check the calendar and see for the week other volatile impacts. Just looking for the bulls. I'll usually look for 3 or 2. And when you trade, just be mindful for the news events and the volatile impact of certain news events. So this is an extra check for people who like to go to investing.com. And now let's get into these charts because I know people want to know about these charts. So let's get into it. So, oh man, so New Zealand dollar, USD dollar. Let's look at the chart for it. So let's look at the forward chart. So what did I see for this week? Let me draw some lines real quick to help me get an idea. So right now the market ended kind of like this. So I see the market having a couple of options for the week. Knowing that tomorrow is a bank holiday, I see the market either doing 2 things. So the first move I see happening is the market, open for gap, down, retrace back up, then come back down, and it's down to hit this area, and then potentially come up like that. And if it breaks this area, because this is like a resistance / support area, so if it breaks this area, the market could eventually come back up. That could be the move for the week with this pair, or it might not do that. And the market could just go like this. It could open up with a gap and come back down. And then the market could just play around trying to retest this area. Or if the market breaks this area, it could break this area, retest back up, come back here, play around here, and potentially drop. That is an option. But me personally, I think the market is going to do what it does. It's probably going to come up, retrace down, and then try to come back up. That's what I think the market's going to do. But all depends on support and resistance. So how the market reacts around this zone dictates if it's going to go for an uptrend or downtrend for the week. So just play around. Just be observant around this area, the 0.60882. 86, 0.60862 area. So now let's look at the GBP JPY, man. This pair moves funny. So last week the pair rose up for like 3 days straight before it dropped down. So this week it's a new week. So let's see what's going to happen in the market. So right now it's playing around this area of support. So I see the market opening and coming back up, testing this area, then coming back up for the week before it potentially plays around this area and comes back down. Or the market could just go like this and just keep dropping, playing around and just dropping to test this area down here. So this is a possibility to test this area before it comes back up. So knowing that last week it rose up for 3 days and started to drop down from here to 2, and knowing that there's a bank holiday and stuff, so I don't see the market going up. I see potentially playing around coming down before it comes back up. So be on the lookout for that. So now the next pair, US 30. So this pair is not for the weak. People blow accounts trading US 30. And this all depends on economy, man, with these companies. This whole coronavirus is making this pair move up and down. So right now, I see this pair potentially going back up to test an area before it drops down. So what I see as of now for this pair to keep going back up to test this area before it drops down to this area. And if it breaks this area, it could retest and come back down. Or the market just could play around, come back down here, and then shoot back up. One last hurrah, and then drop back down. Or the market could just be like, man, forget it. Go here, play around, come back, and then drop back down. But this all depends on like what's going on with like the whole companies, how they're doing with their jobs, unemployment, vaccination, there's corona, all that could play a role in the movement of this US 30 for the Dow Jones. So just be mindful. And now let's go to gold. Gold is pretty interesting. So for our chart, so right now gold is on a downtrend, but you know we have money coming up and there's a lot of holidays, so gold probably might not make too much crazy movements. I'm still looking for like sell opportunities, so I see gold just potentially just dropping, maybe hit the trend line and just dropping. I see that's an opportunity for the week, or gold could just drop and then break this trend line and use the area of support and just go back up for the week before it potentially comes back down. So that could be an opportunity move to see how the market plays with this zone area, the 1728.99. And now let's go to good old AUD USD. So this pair clears on a downtrend, but Monday is a holiday, so USD pair is probably not moving as much. So what I see happening for this pair, let me draw my lines real quick. Okay, so what I see happening for this pair, I see this pair potentially due to the momentum of the market on Monday, not really had too much, so it could just be just playing around here and go up before it comes back down and then down and then down. or the market, because it's Monday, it just dropped down, play around, and just drop down, creating newer lows. Since right now it's a downtrend. So that is a possibility. So far for this week, I'll be looking for like sell opportunities because we are in a downtrend. But we're gonna see how Monday plays out to determine how far we're going to be in this downtrend for. So market likes to play with structure and go from zone to zone. So these red lines are zones. So be in the lookout for these zone areas. So that's what I see so far, downtrend. And now let's go to GBP USD. So last week it went up 3 days and started dropping down the last two. So me personally, since Monday's a holiday, so I don't expect crazy moves in the market. I see this pair dropping down still, potentially coming down all the way here before it retraces back up and either breaks this trend line or respects and comes back down. But if it breaks this trend line, this area of resistance, we expect a potential uptrend. So those are the moves for the week of my forecast analysis. So just being mindful of, the market conditions, the news, and all that. And I'll try to keep it real because I'm the Forex keeping the real guy. And you already know we out here. So like, share, comment, follow. Let me know what you think. Peace.